Hello, we're back again with another episode. Today we're going to talk about life and work balance. So we hear a lot of people saying, oh, life and work balance. But if you think about it, is there such a thing? People try to balance everything, but it's a real struggle to do that. Let's say you work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, and let's say it takes you 1 hour to get to work. So there's only 24 hours in one day. So you start 9 o'clock in the morning. Let's say you wake up at 7:30 a.m. in the morning, get ready, and then leave for 7:45, or I don't know, maybe 8 o'clock or 7:50 to get to work on time to start at 9 o'clock. Some people have to wake up even earlier than 7:30 because they have other responsibilities. It could be to do with anything, looking after someone who needs them, or childcare responsibilities. So they have to wake up even earlier than that. Some people they start work at 9 o'clock, but they're up at, I don't know, 5:30 a.m. to do what they need to do and then get themselves ready. Let's say they have small children they need to take to childcare. So they need to get themselves ready, get the children ready, depending on how many children they need to get ready, and then take them, drop them off to where they need to drop them off, childcare, and then they have to go to work as well. So they've been off since, I don't know, 5 a.m. and then they go to work. They start 9 in the morning, finish at 5 in the morning. So if you count, 5 a.m., 5, 6, 7, 8, no, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 12 hours. You finish at 5 p.m. So you wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, you finish at 5 p.m. in the afternoon. That's 12 hours already. You got 1 hour to travel to get home. So that's 11 hours. And you've obviously got to pick, if you dropped off the children to, say, nursery or childcare or daycare, you got to go pick them up. So you won't even get home for 6 p.m. So it might take a bit longer, maybe 6:30 to get home. So that's how many hours? 5, that's 12 hours. 6:30, that's 13 hours and 30 minutes since morning, since you woke up. And then you got to get everyone ready, feeding, bath, play, and then you got to go to bed because you got to wake up really early. Most people, I don't know, you got to be in bed, get the kids in bed for 7:30 p.m. Or 7 o'clock p.m. So, and then yourself, you need to do some tidying up, getting things ready for the next day. So children's clothes ready, your clothes ready, everything ready for the morning, so you don't have a stressful morning. So you might not end up going to bed at the same time as the kids, which is at 7:30 p.m. You might end up going to bed a bit later, maybe 9, latest 9 p.m. So you've been up since 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. So from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m., that's 12 hours. 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's 16 hours. You've been up for 16 hours. And so from when you go to bed at 9 p.m., you're not going to be able, by the time you get home from work and drop the kids off, so by the time you get home from work, there's not a lot of time left to do anything else that you need to do, like house chores, shopping, seeing family and friends, and just socializing, or even just having just time to unwind and release the stress of the day that you've been through, and just catching up with yourself. You don't have that time because you really have to sleep. You have to wake up early in the morning next day and do it all over again. So you've been up for 16, 17 hours and still don't have enough time to do there's so many other things that are waiting for you to be done, other than work, sleep, food, eating, and all that. And you do that for 5 days a week. So if you don't have extra help, you know, to help you with the other things that you've got to do during the day, which does not involve working, obviously, or sleeping, then things are piling up. So people have more responsibilities than just working and sleeping. So you got that. You do that 5 days a week, and then you have 2 days off for the weekend. And so during those 2 days, you're catching up. You're trying to catch up. Trying to get through the piles and piles of things that are waiting for you. Most people do the deep cleaning on the weekends, clean the whole house, do every making sure the whole house is spotless. Shopping, bulk shopping and packing things away, food away into freezers, just to get ready for the following week, the coming week. And so you do all your chores and sorting things out, washing, ironing, sorting out wardrobes, going to recycling center to drop off, because you're cleaning the garden and cleaning the windows, basically all those things, cooking, and then you got other activities that maybe your children might have weekend activities, so you take them to those, you bring them back, you play with them, you do homework, you go, either your friends or family come over to your house and you spend time, you socialize, or you go to theirs, or you go out, I don't know, just maybe to the movies or to eat outside. So you realize that those 2 days that you have to do all those things, you're actually working. You're not going anywhere to work, but you're working from home. So you are busy on your days off. You're really, really busy trying to catch up. And by the time you have to go back to work, you realize you're really tired. You've not really had much time to just relax. Because people think, oh, you have days off. Okay, so you're relaxing, recharging your batteries. But are you really? Are you recharging your batteries? Are you relaxing? Because if you keep relaxing every time you're off, you're never gonna get anything else done. You're never gonna. You have things that you need to catch up with. The house is waiting for you. Shopping is waiting for you. Cooking is waiting for you. You got kids to look after, and all those things. So you've got to do them, and so you're tired. You're really tired. So you're off work while you're working, because that, especially if you have a big family and you don't have much help. So that's why you see a lot of people going on holidays when they finally have time off, more than just 2 days a week. When they have they book annual leave and it's approved, and they tend to go away abroad just on holiday, where there's no school. You don't have to take kids to school. There's no work. You don't have to go to work. There's no really much house chores. You don't have to clean the house, cook, go to these activities, and you don't have to do any of that. You get to relax. You get to feel like a human being again. You unwind. You release the stress that you've been packing on your body all this time. So a lot of people, whenever they can, they just go on holiday. They go abroad, and because holidays are expensive nowadays. Even if you can't afford to go abroad, travel abroad on holiday, some people just like, I don't know, you just go anywhere. You stay in the same country, but just away from home. Or you can just stay at home, not travel and go anywhere. But because you got more time off, you got your annual leave, you get to catch up on what you need to catch up on, and then also time to relax. So yeah, a lot of people and then a lot of people get sick because of all this stress. So and then the mental health is not, it has a huge impact on the mental health. All these stresses, mental health and just physical health, it's really, really really bad. So that's why when people say, oh, you've got to find a balance, well, it's really, even though you find balance, it's hard. It's a huge struggle to keep everything in balance. How can you keep everything in balance every single time? Sometimes the scales will tip, and then some things will not be in balance, and you're gonna feel the burn. You know, you're gonna feel the what's it called, burnout. You're gonna go through burnout. So yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to share today, and thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye.